Here we are.
Hello. So we are going to talk about the games that we've played in the past week since we talked to you last Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, probably just touch quick on a couple of Kickstarters that are going on that you might want to check out. And we did get a few new games.
We did, that's right.
Again.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll get to that.
What's upcoming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so we tell them what we get after we talk about what we
Yeah.
got? Okay, because
I'm just letting them know kind of what they're in for.
Table
Okay.
of contents.
So, I am Darcy.
I'm Marissa.
And I'm Brian.
I think it's going to go next. That's nice.
And we are the stay-at-home gamers. So, yeah, we've been...
Do that in the beginning.
No. So, we have been playing a lot of new games. It feels like almost every day we're learning something new right now, just because we have so many new
There's
games
still many of them
to play. And yes, there are still quite a few that are shrink-wrapped. I'm not going to call it a pile or shelf of shame at this point in time, because they're still so new to us.
Some of them are shameful, but most of them aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Just something.
okay, so there's a few things on our shelves that have had shrink wrap for a little longer than they should have. But most of the stuff that has shrink wrap is since Origins. So they get a pass. Because when you bring in an influx of like nearly 20 new games, it takes a little time.
Yeah,
so.
we had to like use a whole bunch of stuff to bring them home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we talked about that in the other video.
I think
I
found one that's still shrunk wrap that we had for a long time.
It's alright. So, what did you play recently?
Welcome to. We just played it before we went live.
Yeah, you got to play
the Christmas one, and I also played the normal version at Origins.
Mm-hmm.
Winter Wonderland.
Yes, we did the Winter Wonderland one.
Yeah, and that's actually what it was called, the Winter Wonderland.
Yes.
So you had played the base game previously, and then we were trying to teach your brother tonight.
And you guys played Christmas and Halloween a long time ago.
Yeah, we'd played that previously. So what'd you think of this one? Would you, like, compared to the other one?
I had a lot of points on the lights.
Did you like working on trying to keep them in a row for the string of lights for the Christmas theme? That one is not that much different than the base game, other than trying to keep the numbers consecutive so that you can, the longest possible, so that you can have like a continuous strand of Christmas lights or holiday lights, or however you want to call it. So, really? Are you sure you don't want to go to bed?
No.
So last Tuesday, pretty much after we had our live chat last week, we got out Rocky Road on mode.
Remember Rocket Llama? Rocky Road, Rocket Llama?
I thought you said Rocket Llama. Yeah, I was like, what game are you talking about? Yeah, so Brian and I played Rocky Road on the mode.
Yep.
That's by Green Couch Games. You want to share your thoughts on that?
I like that one. It was sort of he described it as like a mix of what Splendor and Patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sort of like that, because you move in the way Patchwork does, and then set collection, and then try to get sets of things and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
It was quick, but it was like Splendor took a while. This was much quicker than that, and it was also cute, the ice cream and stuff.
Yeah, so you have ice cream trucks, then you're trying to be the first one. You're trying to be the first one to reach like 9 victory points. Mm-hmm. And you have to, get supplies, like stock your truck, but then you're also trying to fulfill customer orders. And the way that the cards are designed, you have one card that fits all of those things. It's just how you place it. Yeah, so when you are drafting the cards, you're getting it for the item, for the ice cream
ingredient
cone or the popsicle or whatever.
Push pop.
Yes. And then when you are serving the customers or taking customer orders or attracting customers, that's what it's actually called. Attracting customers or serving them, you have it like slid under your truck card, so you're just seeing what they want. Mm-hmm. And then when you complete it, you turn it so that there's
bonus.
Yeah, the bonus supplies or your points are sticking out the back. So it's really kind of clever because you're not having all these multiple cards.
It's a small box.
You just have that one that's fulfilling multiple things.
Yeah, it's got a cute little food truck, ice cream van.
Yeah. So Great game to play during
I have
the summer.
another game.
Right?
We played Empty Space.
I wasn't done talking about Rocky Road all about. So, yeah, I mean, we've only had the one playthrough, and it was just the two of us, but my initial impression is, like, this is a great little light game, but it could definitely, I mean, with more players, it's going to be a little bit harder.
There was a variant we didn't play, or it was something.
Yeah, there's a couple other variants in there that you can try to make it a little bit more difficult and stuff. But I also like because it's obviously very portable because it's so small. Like I could easily fit it in my purse, and it doesn't take up that much table space really. So it's something that's easy to like, take with you in like coffee shop or out to dinner or something, and you have room on the table and you can play it. And if you aren't familiar with Patchwork, the way that the movement goes is instead of it being in like you just take like continuous turn order, it's whoever's meeple is the farthest back, so they go next until they're moving up.
Yeah, and if you do multiple things that have small moves, you can do multiple turns at the same time. So
there's some strategy to that too. So
what do you play next?
Empty Space.
And what did you think of that one?
That game was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that live last Thursday.
We did play that live last Thursday, so you can check out the playthrough of that. She was clearly there, and so was our son, and he's definitely loving that game because he keeps just kind of playing with it by himself and creating different layouts to make different universe like layouts and stuff. They started asking a bunch of questions about space related things.
Oh, yeah, what's a nebula? It's like that process to make a star or something.
So that one was fun, and it's again very portable. It does require more table space just to lay out all the cards, but it's easy to pack like if you're like going on a trip or something.
Is that Kickstarter still?
It is, yes, thank you. It is still on Kickstarter. I was going to double check that and I didn't before we came on, so I apologize. I'm almost positive that they've met their funding goal though, because they were very close to it within the first 48 hours. So I'm pretty sure they were there. Yeah, which is awesome. I mean, they didn't have a huge
it wasn't a huge goal.
Yeah, like some of them have like this really massive goal. Like this was it was definitely attainable, and I'm glad to see that it's
and it came from England.
Doing well. Yeah.
Get some more Mesmer book.
So yeah, I like it. It's and I just any game that really sparks their interest in learning some things beyond the game is nice as well. So
basically learning when you're playing a game.
That's right. Key. You guys are always learning when you're playing games.
I'm learning things when playing games.
What?
I mean, that's my secret.
Learn every day. That's your secret.
Always learning.
Oh,
never stop learning. Then you get old and grumpy and you die.
So, what else? Oops, I'm just like circling back and forth apparently. Apparently need to give it a moment here. So, also on our list.
Technology.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to like manage too many things at once. Trying to keep an eye on chat and trying to like look at my list, my notes. Oh, so yeah, on Saturday we had our friends over to play some games, though plural turned into only one.
I just read your mind. I just said one.
We finally were able to find some unsuspecting individuals to play roleplay with us.
Yeah, you only did two, or you did one solo once. But
yeah, I've played it solo.
Did you win?
Did I win? No, it was actually it was like my worst game ever.
I thought she was doing really well. Huh? I didn't think I was doing well at all, and I ended up winning.
You played against.
I thought I was doing well, and I did not.
You play against Invisible Visor.
No, can you? You're super fidgety over here. So we taught them how to play it, and it's already kind of a longer gameplay than a lot of the other stuff that we play when we all get together.
Plus the expansion, which added a little more.
Yes. So, I mean, in hindsight, it probably would have been good to teach them the base game first, but honestly, the Monsters and Minions expansion, in my opinion, is not... It doesn't, like, make it super
It
complicated.
adds another decision in there, which
Right, but
there's already a lot of decisions to begin with, so it just kind of was like.
but trying to
We did it though.
decide on separating things
They
out.
seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, they said that it'd be good to try it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we have been wondering like how it would be to play with more than just the
We
two
almost
of
had
us.
5.
Can you please put your hand over here? We're not playing charades right now. Yeah, so Mr. X at first wanted to join us and was insisting on joining us, but I knew that he wasn't going to be able to sit through all of that, so we had him set up with a character sheet and all that stuff, but he eventually wandered away and went back
Yeah,
and
for
played
the
with the rest
first
of the kids.
40 minutes after we were starting to set up, he was like kind of bored and whatever.
So yeah, it does take a little time to set up, and then it's already a little bit longer gameplay than a lot of the stuff that we play when we get together. But then when you're teaching, just because there's so many pieces to it and kind of like walking people through, but also because we were all together and socializing and
Yeah,
stuff.
it was fine. It didn't seem like it was that long.
Right, and then we took we had to stop because we were like getting food and you know all that kind of stuff. But
Takes a lot of table space up when it's 4 players.
it does.
I think we
Barely fit it on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should I go get it?
Excuse the
dog.
monster back there.
Dog monster. She's gonna scare the cat. If she
It's okay. So, yeah, it was fun. I was so happy to finally be able to like have the opportunity to teach it and play it with our friends, and I'm like even more excited.
Oh,
If that's possible, I'm even more excited now about Fiends and Familiars now that we know we've got some other people who will play it with us.
That's
I
a
forgot one game that I did play. Which,
Can you wait?
Okay. No.
there's a good gateway to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, because we were talking more about that with them as well, and so it's definitely piquing their interest. And I mean, it's something that we would love to
unrelated,
like do.
related, but we were starting to watch Critical Role a bit.
Yeah,
This
we're
campaign
watching.
2, we're like a year behind there, but you know, it's
Well, I've been watching Pony one.
we were watching that one.
Yeah, you're watching the Tales of Equestria one shot. So, yeah, it was. I got derailed there. Oh, Fiends and Familiars.
This is something about that since you.
It's on Kickstarter right now, and I backed it, so even more excited about that coming. But that won't be until next year.
They also
But
played.
that's another expansion to Role Player.
I also played Speechless. I forgot that.
That's right, because you
Okay.
guys. So the kids were off playing while the adults were playing.
We wanted to get a different game, but we couldn't. You couldn't reach it.
No, I couldn't.
It's
The way
behind.
that we had stuff set up, I was
It's
like, I can't
behind
get to it right now.
So we
Yeah.
got Speechless.
Okay.
And was it fun?
Yeah.
Were you guys actually
Yeah.
playing by the rules, or did you kind of like tweak it to make it work because you had a couple of littler ones with you guys?
Oh, first it was just me and her, and so when we did that, we did it the real way. We even did some hard ones, and then when we did it with the little ones, I was on a team with one of them, so it'd be easy to write and stuff like that.
I wonder where she learned that from.
See, it works.
And I also showed her what to do for like some of the movements.
And
One of them we stumped Xander and my other friend.
yeah. So Speechless is kind of like charades, but instead of like shouting out the answers, you're supposed to write down the answers.
Sometimes someone will shout it out, but I don't care.
And then you kind of were making your own version.
You did make her own version.
When?
With me.
You were writing out, and you
Like
cut all
kids
the.
stage or whatever
Oh
it's
yeah.
You were writing, kind of making your own version of charades to play. Like you were making your own cards of things
Yeah, I
and
did
handing
that.
them out to like you and Mr.
Yeah.
X.
And Dad.
Were you acting also?
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
He was doing hard.
I was
Hardest
really
part of the game
working
was
on
reading
something.
it.
Yeah, I did spell some things right.
That's okay.
He's like, what is
It
this?
was good practice. So that was awesome. She was like, I'm gonna make my own.
I couldn't even read my own.
That happens to me too.
That does happen sometimes.
And then Mom and I played a game.
You played pizza.
No, I didn't play pizza. I ate my pizza. I didn't play with it. We played Castle of Burgundy, the dice game, which maybe I should clue in that we went and bought some new games during the moving sale for our local board game store because they're moving into a different location. And I'm saying this because Castle of Burgundy, the dice game, was one of them that we got. So that was last Thursday. Yeah, it was last Thursday when we went, and it was buy two get three free.
I thought it was a Saturday.
So
No, it was a weekday.
it was 5 new games, but it was a really great deal. So we picked up a couple new things. Hi. Speaking of fiends and familiars.
It's a familiar dog.
So we finally have our
Catan,
own like grown-up version of
It was one of
Because-
the games left in there.
we have the junior version, which I mean is great playing with kids, and we've played the other version, like the full version, like digitally before. We just never had our own like physical copy of it. So now we have it. And then we also got Vampire Hunter, which was one of the games that we sit down, please.
I was standing right next.
I guess I can
read
pull
them.
that. I guess I can pull that one out though. This one, I put the promo card back on the front.
It's alright.
It was taped onto it. So
Should we get that castle notes or put something?
no, don't worry about it. So Vampire Hunter, we saw this when we went to Midwinter Gaming Convention in Milwaukee in January.
Middle winter.
In midwinter.
Beginning.
And this is someone local-ish
I think so.
that published that game or designed that game. So he had shown the kids how to play it and stuff, and they had fun playing it. I mean, you obviously have to be okay with playing a game where you're like slaying vampires and stuff, but it's not like grotesque. Like it's not,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
Well, I mean, you're fighting.
Yeah,
stuff,
but it didn't feel like blood or anything. It just feels like a character, and you put
like it's
something
not
on
like
it.
gross
Yeah,
or like
gross.
whatever pictures. So.
You just have a character and put something where you're attacking it over it, so that's what you do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you guys had fun playing that, and they had wanted it, and I kind of was like, I mean, not that I didn't want to get it, but I was like, kind of had to wait on it. So we were able to pick that up, and then
I was it.
one night,
Super villain.
One night ultimate super villains.
Dana, it's Batman.
We got that
man,
one,
is
and
it-
then Castles of Burgundy, the dice game, because
It's a
we've been
robot.
really enjoying the full Castle of Burgundy game. I mean, I know that game is. I don't
There's
know.
a dog.
It's old at this point,
like early 2000s.
right? But I can see why it's like a favorite of so many people because it's quickly become one of my
European style.
favorites. I really enjoy playing it. And I was doing really great at like winning all the
Yeah,
time
I've never
against
won it.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Behind Dana.
Again, though, we've only played that one 2-player, and we actually haven't moved off of the A map yet.
Yeah, there's a couple maps.
So there is that.
It's right here.
It could totally change things when we go on for. But he's won both of the games of the dice version, and I have not been able to win that
Play it
yet.
again tonight and you beat him.
I don't know. We'll see.
The
But it's fun. I do enjoy it,
Yeah.
especially if you want something a little quicker.
Yeah.
But you enjoy Castles of Burgundy, but you want something faster.
Yeah.
Or
It's pretty long.
easier to take with you.
Yeah, and it's simple enough where you could play it. Just that it's
There's a-
easier if you played this. It makes more sense.
Borderline right here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If
and
we're
then
rolling right.
it is technically yeah.
Look.
I mean it's the roll and write version of Castles of Burgundy. It's not anything like way deviating off. I mean that's just literally what it is. It took a moment. I do think it helps knowing the full game, but you can totally play it without having played the full game. And for some people,
Might be
that
easier.
might be an easier
'cause
way
we're
to
like,
get
wait,
them
what?
interested. And then there was a few things that were throwing me off initially, just because I was used to how they worked in the full game. Like, for example, in the dice game, when you use a worker, you can change the number to anything that you need. And I kept in my brain at first thinking, you could only plus or minus by 1.
Yeah, the workers.
And I was like, oh no, I can make it any number.
Yeah.
So it was just like little things like that, but it was fun.
So what's
You
up?
getting sleepy?
What's upcoming?
Oh, so sorry, I
I know.
circling back to Kickstarter quick. So I mentioned Fiends and Familiars role player expansion. That's currently on Kickstarter.
Something.
Empty Space is currently on Kickstarter. Musicians Are Monsters is currently on Kickstarter.
Yeah, we played that game before.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like.
It wasn't within the past
won,
week.
Anyways, who won?
But
Xander won.
Probably.
yeah, you guys have played it. You guys, the first time you played it, they just all wanted to turn into the monsters and turn into the burnout meeples and chase the rest of us.
I am going to chase you.
But we had a lot of fun playing that.
Xander won one. I'm like, how did he do that? Like, he won, got into the end. How did you do that? There's like 3 of us and you didn't get him.
And then, I wanted to... Today, Always Green Garden went live on Kickstarter. And I definitely would recommend checking it out. Now, I have not played the game. I've only seen the box, and then I saw the game laid out when we were at Origins. The design, like, I love the design.
Wait, what is
I
it?
love the artwork on it.
Wait, was that one we were in Critter Care?
Yeah, you were in Critter Care at that point in time.
Me too? Oh.
Yeah.
I wanted to. Did you take a picture of
Did I
it?
see that one?
So we stopped over by the booth, and I don't know that you went up to the table when I went to take a picture because someone else was getting an explanation.
Okay.
But we talked with him
Who makes
on
it?
Instagram at Splattered Ink. We talked with him over by Green Couch Games, and he was carrying the box.
The art guy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the guy who got, yeah. The one with
You
the...
were there then.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy did the art for their games. Yeah.
I think I just like snuck up and like took a picture
Oh, I
of the
do
table.
remember seeing. Okay,
I
I
do
wanted.
remember this guy holding a box or something like that.
Yeah, and then I was asking about it because I was like, I remembered him posting while we were at Origins. I remembered him posting
Yeah, I do
at
recall.
Origins.
I saw him at his own table, too.
Yes, and I was hoping to try to like
That was second day.
demo it, but he was a little busy, so I just like snuck up to take a picture. and
Yeah, that
stuff.
was
But yeah, that went live today, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys are
that was talking about something.
looking
Wait a minute.
for something to looking for something to back or something to check out. I would definitely check it out.
The dragon's moving.
Yeah.
I think that was all of the like newsy stuff that I wanted to share. In case you didn't see, because I think we talked about this last Tuesday, our episode where we were guests on Engaged Family Gaming
Right.
podcast, that is up. That is live. It is there. You can listen to it.
I'm saying something.
I'll drop a link for it for you guys. But yeah, that went like I think that published
Right after we were
live
Yeah.
last week. So you guys can listen to that, and we talked with Stephen of Engaged Family Gaming, and then Anitra of the Family Gamers, and talked about
Origins.
Origins, and
Games you
then
played, yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
you were.
Duelist,
I
or
know.
Duelist? No, Duelist.
Draftosaurus.
Oh,
And then we also, talked a little bit about how we got started with stay-at-home gamers and that kind of stuff too. So can check that out and listen to that.
I heard that a little bit, but I don't
I
know
know.
what you said. You said something about World of Warcraft. That's what I heard you
That's
say.
how we started.
I heard you say
Because
something
we
about
used
that.
to play World of
and
Warcraft.
you wrote a
and
story.
we used to blog about it.
And you wrote a story about it or something.
I did.
They're still there.
I did. I used to also write stories with my Sims back then too.
You're all still there too.
Hello,
You should read all
I'm
those.
Sam.
And if any of you ever played, or if you remember when Ion tried to break in
Ion.
onto the scene, we had played that for a little bit too.
There's Warhammer.
What is that?
It's a game.
Yeah, the
It's a
MMO.
game.
MMO games. There were a bunch of
The MMO.
MMOs that came out tried to beat WoW and they just all failed.
So we were.
think
That
WoW
was
was
all
updated.
pre-kids.
Yeah. I missed out.
But sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. My brain's trying to catch up to where I'm supposed to be right now. With,
Upcoming schedule?
Upcoming schedule, yes, thank you. So I did email out to our newsletter list.
You, hopefully.
You guys.
If you are on our newsletter list, you have a handy look at what we've got coming up for our live playthroughs for July. If you aren't on our list, join us. You can go to stayathomegamers.com/newsletters. I think we'll take you directly to the sign, like the opt-in. Otherwise, there's the boxes on the website as well. So, yeah. We will be playing Lanterns this Thursday.
Oh, Lanterns.
Sometime this
And then
Thursday.
next...
Sometime this
Preferably
Thursday.
before fireworks go off, because otherwise we're not going to be able to hear us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So-
then next... Okay, never mind.
Hold on, please.
You're
Thank
okay.
you. So, yes, I do realize that Thursday is a holiday for those of us in the U.S., but we're still going to play games. So
Yeah, I might join. I don't know for sure.
we figured might as well still go live. If you guys aren't able to be around to watch, that's okay.
So it might be possibly stormy here anyway, so
You
I'm
can-
not doing anything.
Right, we don't know if it's going to be raining or whatever. So, if you want something to watch before you go see fireworks, you can watch us play.
Pretty lantern
Or if
game.
yours happen to get rained out, which ours possibly could. I'm pretty sure that's what happened last year.
Yeah, the fireworks got rained out, but then they did it again later.
So you can watch. You can also watch the replay if you can't make it live. So
That's why I do it live.
yes.
Yeah, so I do
And
it
then next week
they're doing Sorceress. I'm not playing.
we're gonna
Tuesday?
play Sorcerer.
Not a Tuesday, Dad.
I'm just talking about the live playthroughs
okay.
coming up. Sorry. So we're doing Sorcerer, and then the week after that is going to be
Something.
Something.
all that build up to you.
I don't remember what it's called.
What are you dancing in on Thursday?
Oh, I remember. I'm a little afraid.
Everyone loves a parade.
That's not what I'm dancing in, but that's
No.
the game of mine.
You are going to be in a parade. So we're going to play Everyone Loves a Parade, and then the week after that, so it's the
ShipShape.
last Thursday of July, we're going to do ShipShape.
We
So,
might do Spy Master in August. I want to do Spy Club in August.
well, I haven't made the August schedule yet, so let us know what you would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
If you're voting for her, that's totally fine. And we can push those games up on the live playthrough priority list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then basically on Tuesday throughout the summer, we're going to continue doing this where we're talking about what we've played recently, sharing a little smidge of newsy stuff, but just kind of trying to give you guys some of the initial impressions as we're playing through all these new games, because we like to play through things multiple times before there's a rare occasion where we go live straight away, like we did with Call to Adventure, where we hadn't played it before and we're like learning it while we're live. But most of the time we like to play games a few times before we go live, or even before we're doing a recording or any sort of blog post or any of that kind of thing.
Look like fools.
Well, not just that, but we want to have a good handle on it before we're telling you our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
But I also think I think it's also important to share kind of the initial reaction, because sometimes there's a game that I play and I'm like, I think I need to play it again to figure out if I really like it, or like, this one isn't really grabbing me, but whatever, that kind of stuff. But I think it's important to share that with you guys, especially, like I said,
if you've played it new and all that, it'll get better, or try it this way.
Right. And we're playing through so many new games right now that I think it's important to kind of share along the way what we are up to and what we're playing and what we're thinking, because especially there are some games that I know people are waiting to find out what we think of them. So I want to not leave you hanging for like a month or so if we don't get it onto the schedule for a video, until then or something. So, yeah. So let us know if you have played any of the games that we mentioned tonight, your thoughts on them. Do you agree with us, disagree with us? I think that's it
That's about it.
for now. That's it for now. I'm just trying to check quick if there are any comments. I know last time I ended up missing some at the end, so I want to make sure I don't do that this time, as long as it's not being wonky. Because, like, on Facebook, it kicked me away from the video. But I see myself looking at my phone, so...
Whoa. It's like Spaceballs. Like, when is this?
It's
this is now.
pretty crazy.
Now is then.
It is crazy. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure in case there's questions or not. But, I mean, I know summer schedules get a little bit crazy. We're trying to provide that as much consistency as possible right now. Right?
I guess so.
Guess so. We're going live a little earlier than we normally do.
I thought we were going at 9, but it's not.
For
Not
Eastern
when
time.
you're staying up, no? That's why we go live a little earlier in the summer.
You did it once at 9
Because you weren't up.
with me. You did it at 9 with me.
Well, we might have had something else going on that we couldn't do it
That might have
before.
been Clank.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah. Who knows what we'll be playing over the next week.
Yeah.
Other than Lanterns, you know that's coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe we might play something.
I play something.
Something might be like
Candyland.
Candyland.
Candyland. No.
Candyland.
No Candyland.
Is that
Trouble?
Trouble? No.
Sorry?
Maybe. No. I don't know what Mom says.
Whatever Mom says, pretty much.
Maybe we might play something that's shrink trap. I don't know.
I would hope so.
Yeah, something that's shrink trap.
Anyway, so thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, follow, hit the notifications so that you know when we go live or when we have a new video. And we'll see you
At the next game.
at the next game.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.